Chess GM from ChessCube. Today I am going to show a game of Akopian versus Garry Kasparov. In this game, Garry Kasparov has lost to Akopian Vladimir. It may be slightly awkward, but let's see the game. Sicilian defense and BB5. This is called RUS-The variation. This is played by Rublowski in many games. This is his main weapon against Sicilian. So E6 and O-O Nc7. A well-known position where white can choose between several interesting continuations. Here Akopian played a B3. This is a nice move. Maybe I can say this is a novelty. White's idea here is to play BB2 and get a control of the A1 to H8 diagonal. And in future he can play C3 D4 break so that he can get a control of the center. Here A6. White played bishop into C6. This is a standard plan of a RUS-The variation. He cannot go back like a bishop E2. His main idea is to exchange the knight for the bishop so that he can get the control of D4 break, D4 center. So there is no point on going back. So Akopian took on C6 and BB2. Now Kasparov played B5. The structure maybe look like Rilopus, but here Akopian played a wonderful move, C4. His idea is to break open is the queen side and does not want to Garry Kasparov to play on the queen side. So he's making way for the knight to come to C3 by not allowing the pawn to come on B4. If now black plays B4, then white may get D4 break and black does not have any counterplay or chances on the queen side. So it's forced to capture on C4. He took it, and here Kasparov played a rook B8, which I think it's not a good move, as he didn't develop his pieces and his king is not castled yet. He is just going on attacking the white's pieces. So bishop C3 is forced, as you cannot be playing queen C1 or queen C2. And again, if queen C1 or queen C2, black will pounce upon queen like NB4 followed by ND3. And queen should not be supporting minor pieces, it should be dominating. White played bishop C3, D6. Here Ne3. White's idea is to play Nc2 Ne3 and followed by ND5. Akopian chose the very good opening, getting a slightly better position without any real counter chances for black. Here E5. Actually this is forced move, as white's plan is to play D4 break and just opening the center. It's easy for white to play after D4 break. So E5. Anyway, it's forced. So white got Nc2 and D5 square. bishop e7. Now black is slowly developing, but it's too late now, I guess. d3. Now white should concentrate on queen side by playing queen a4, nd5, rook b1. So here Kasparov played queen e8. He is avoiding queen a4. He can only protect queen. He can only protect, but he cannot charge on the king side. So here white played rook b1. Queen a4 is not possible here, as queen a4, then nd4, and black will have a slight advantage. As now black's pieces can improve faster and better, and white's pieces will be not cooperating. In this position, rook b1. So rook takes b1. Here black has choice of maybe bishop e6. In this case, white can play rook takes b8, queen takes b8, and nd5. Followed by he can play queen c2, rook b1, or nd2 f4. It's his choice. Rook takes b1, queen takes b1, and now bishop d8. White played a move nd2. His idea is to break f4. I told earlier that white has to play in the queen side, but now as black's forces are facing on the queen side, white cannot go and play on the queen side. Anyway, white does not have any potential or any weaknesses on the queen side. So here the biggest advantage of white is the fact that black doesn't have any real plan. The only black active idea is the one which played in the game g6. So again nd5. Here Kasparov played f5. This is the only active plan which he can play. Maybe he can try bishop e6, but then queen b7, and if a5, then f4. As queen is tied on e8, he cannot move it. This is slight good advantage for white. So here Kasparov played f5, gf5, and gf5. Maybe he could took with bishop takes f5, but then ne4 and queen d7. Still not that clear. White is still slightly better, but black's pieces control the important square. G into f5 is not a good move. I mean bishop, G into f5 is not a good move. So Kasparov took it. Yeah, this is a brilliant move. All the black pieces are on the same line and not working. White immediately punishes black for activity, and black's pieces find themselves not capable of defending the center. Here Kasparov played rook f7. So now white has to concentrate on the center. When he has committed a pawn, so he should be going with that. He cannot do a different plan or idea. So now white's all the pieces are not active yet, except the bishop c3 and knight d5. So rook will be active in some moves. The main piece which should come the active square is queen. Yeah, it's obvious, queen e1. Now e5, d6 are weak. d6 is backward pawn, and e5 cannot hold the tension in the center. Black is completely hopeless here, as his pieces are not coordinating, and black find somewhat difficult to handle this position. Here he played rook g7. Instead, if he played bb7, thinking that he can regroup his pieces with nd4 and bishop takes d5, then maybe nf3, binding the c6 knight and not allowing any of his pieces to play. If e4, then nd2, as queen is pinned and e4 pawn will fall off. So black doesn't have any moves here. Rook g7, knight f3, queen g6, yeah, and g3 forced. Here if he played e4, then bishop takes g7, a free exchange followed by a pawn, and nd2 with the threat of queen takes e4, pinning the knight. Then this one is easy, queen a1. If king f7, then you can play f5 with the threat of knight takes e4. So black played rook f7 here. He dropped a pawn. He is trying for some counter play on the king side, but Kasparov forgot that having queen and rook he cannot mate, as there are several forces defending the king, protecting the king. This is just a desperate attempt. f4, he took on d6, and again white's bishop is alive. Here is resigned. Here Kasparov resigned. If f takes g3, then queen e8 check, rook f8, then queen takes f8, king takes f8, followed by ne5, discovered attack on the king, and queen is gone. So in this game Kasparov didn't played well, I guess, and I don't know why. Akopian outplayed Kasparov by a novelty called p3. So let's overview again. White's plan is to play d4, c3. He played b5, controlling the queen side. Nc3 cannot be played, so white plays c4 to protect it. It's forced. This is a bad move. This leads to a comfortable game for black. For white. bishop c3, d6, Ne3. Again a blunder, as white got the d5 outpost. Now black cannot play anything which is suitable for him, as he doesn't have any good plan or weaknesses to attack. So in this game, Akopian played on space. He binded all Kasparov's. He binded Kasparov's all his pieces and played a brilliant game, I guess. So okay, for now, bye.